Okay, we have a lot of exciting news on Bookalytics today.
This is probably the biggest Bookalytics we've ever had. I don't even know if we can say hello to everyone.
I think we just need to keep building it up for the next 9 minutes. And then the people listen past 30 seconds. I'm kidding. All right, so one of our biggest Bookalytics is we reached 1,000 plays.
Oh my God, this is breaking. We
It
are at
is
exactly
breaking.
1,000 plays. I looked earlier today. I didn't see 1,000. I saw like 955 and I was like, darn, we're not gonna be able to say.
We made it just in the nick of time.
Wow, how
Wow.
cool.
That's super cool. And of course, our um shining golden child of an episode is the Housemaid series. Housemaid Part 1 in particular is all-time favorite.
Well, now since it's 1,000, we can divide very easily and get percentages of total. So Housemaid Part 1 is 25.8% of our total listens.
Wow.
The next best is Housemaid Part 1, which is 0.43.
Maybe we shouldn't put in the
percent.
percentages. I think it's getting worse for us.
It's definitely a skewed data set we got going on here.
But exciting things. Yeah, I don't think we can say hi to everybody. Oh, another exciting update is so it shows us the pie chart of where all the platforms are that people listen from. And for the first time, Spotify for podcasters is not on there. It's just lumped into the other category because it's so small now.
Oh my God. Wow. We're growing up.
We're not the main listeners.
We're not the main listeners. So that's great. The other good news is that we had complained. We threatened on this podcast a mere 2 months ago that if Spotify wouldn't start promoting our content, we were going to pack up and leave. And now Spotify is 89.9% of all of our listens.
Mm-hmm. And looks like we're getting a lot of impressions on Spotify, so they're doing their job. They're holding up their end of the bargain.
Yep.
Guess we'll stay.
Yep. We have a lot more international.
A lot.
Way, way international.
Morocco, Czech, our people.
Yep, our people, Chrissy's people.
Egypt, Puerto Rico, Argentina, Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who's new anymore. Or if these people
The Netherlands. Oh my God, France. Okay, I got an email. Did you read that email?
I did.
The email said they're like, congratulations, Bookalicious. You are trending in the south of France. You're the top 100 podcast. And I'm like, okay, we got one listener from southern France. And I'm like, maybe the town is only like 2 people.
That's all it takes. Whatever podcast that one person listens to, they all got the same notification. Oh my God.
Philippines, they're new.
Oh, Philippines are new.
United Arab Emirates. Australia? I don't know if we said hi to them.
I don't even know.
Belgium, Germany. Didn't realize how close your flags were until you both became
very similar. You know what? India and Ireland actually also have very similar flags.
Where's India?
Right here.
Oh,
basically the same. They just added a blue dot.
People like doing a little turn of the flag.
Yeah, they sure do. Wow, this is very educational.
Yeah.
So for everyone who can't see, which is everyone, Spotify shows a little flag next to all the country names. And so now we're comparing all of them.
Mhm.
This is why our episodes are so long.
Yep. But we do need to say special thank you to our number one international, Slovakia. They had fallen off the charts for a minute there. And I was like, oh man, are they going to come back? And they did.
Wow. They pulled the
They're back.
UK in all the ways. Number
The
one,
UK, yep,
down to the bottom, and they're back again.
they're back. Maybe they heard all of our, wow, they're our favorite listener from Elantris days. And they said, all right, I'm back.
Well, it'd be nice if they confirmed these suspicions by sending us an email.
That's true. And writing us a review on Apple and rating us on Spotify. All right, we're asking for a lot, but do it.
Those take like 2 seconds for your favorite podcast.
That's true. So international is 9% of all of our listeners. Just so you know how international we are. Like that's big.
That's substantial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go Bookalicious.
I know. Killing it.
All right. Tons of new national people.
Wow.
I don't even know. How many states do you think we have? Oh, we're going to guess.
35.
Ooh, I was going to say 38. I'm going to say 42 now.
Okay.
I'm upping it.
All right.
How many do you think, dear listener?
And if you're from Alaska, you can add one.
Yeah. You can add 20.
20. Why not?
Okie dokie. Where does it say the lines? Oh, 41. Whoa.
No, 40 because the first one is a header.
Well, I think that's it. Yeah. So
41.
Wow. Oh, we have Hawaii. But not
we
Alaska.
had Hawaii. Yeah, you made that joke last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You already made that one, but it's still good.
Wow.
I know. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot.
A lot of people.
Our number one, still Georgia.
Me. Still me.
And really,
Anna. Me and Anna.
Still Atlanta. It's pretty much all Atlanta.
Yeah, me and Anna, we're holding the ground. We're holding ground.
Listen to everything twice.
Yeah, listen to everything twice. But Texas is coming for Florida. It's neck and neck. Neck and neck.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including our audience.
Yeah. Wow.
Lots of Texans coming.
A lot of Texans. Yeah. Lubbock is still there. Hi, Lubbock.
Oh, our favorite Lubbock. Yeah, we want to hear from you too.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Florida. Let's see if there's anything new in Florida. Wow, Orlando coming up out of nowhere.
Wow.
Oh my God. Wow. If you're listening right now, Orlando, you've listened more than our mother.
Okay, that is interesting though that Texas, Georgia, Florida are the top 3 states. And I mean, a lot more people are listening there than people that we've told.
I know.
Like that is just kind of interesting. I guess maybe that's how the algorithm works. Like if people next to you are listening to it, similar interests or something.
It could be.
Places. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens. Maybe they read our transcript like the, robots do or whatever. And they heard us mention Georgia, Florida, and Texas so much that they started advertising to Georgia, Florida, Texans.
I could see that. California is, it's actually not that hard. Okay. I've been working on, it's called natural language processing. I've been working on that at my job. And it's actually not that hard.
Whoa, that's cool.
I know. Okay. California is, and Michigan. They came up out of nowhere.
Whoa, they sure did.
Yep.
Candy, we figured it out. We just need to keep saying Alaska, Alaska, Alaska.
All right, we'll put that in the show notes. SOS Alaska, please listen. Let us complete our map.
You should just start reading books about Alaska.
You're right, but I don't think anyone else would want to listen. Sorry, Alaska.
Looking for Alaska by John Green. Very popular.
Is that really a book?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's by John Green.
Oh my God.
Our favorite author. Oh gosh.
Oh my God. You set me up for this. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yep, there you go. I clicked on the wrong thing, but it is by John Green.
Oh my God. All right. Well, maybe we can read that one.
I don't even know if I've never read it.
Well,
I think it won an award. I think it's kind of sad.
ugh. I feel like all his books are sad.
Right? They're so good. They're so touching.
Yeah, you're like sad girl cry genre. You just love to cry.
Only for John Green.
Only for John Green. Okay, was that our 10 minutes?
Yep, that was our 10-minute timer. We did it.
Wow.
We took the whole time.
You see? I knew
That's why
it.
our episodes are so long.
That's all right. All right, let's do it for real.
All right, cool. Well, welcome to Bookalicious, a podcast where two sisters chat about books we're reading. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Candice.
And today we're continuing The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. And we're picking up in chapter 4.
Yes.
Okay, so we've left off, and Linus has been sent on his special mission to go to this island. And chapter 4 picks up with him going on his very early morning train ride to the island. He has no idea what to expect, but he wakes up and he sees the ocean and he says, oh my gosh, I made it. And he's excited for this wonderful time in the Bahamas. But he steps off the train and he starts reading the files that were given to him about the people on the island. And the first one makes him drop dead because one of the kids on the island is named Lucy, who has some red eyes and a devilish smile. And in fact, he is the son of the devil and is the Antichrist.
Yes.
Once he recovers from his fainting episode, Miss Chapelwhite comes to pick him up, and she's the caretaker of the island. They speed through the island together. Linus sees all the local islanders look with disdain upon them. And so he gets a feeling that there is some tension there. And then let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah. Then she drops him off on the boat and he takes the ferry over to the island where the orphanage is.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this was a Greek reference that I missed in our previous episode. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. But the place where they're at, the final train stop, is called Marsyas. Marsyas.
Oh, okay.
Marsyas. And so I just looked that up. And so that's the satyr or Cerulean, and was seen as a mythological founder of Olos, playing or a divine judge of it by the ancient Greeks. And so I was like, I don't know what that means. But I said, what is the meaning of this? And it says a central figure in 2 stories involving music.
Oh,
so it's the satyr. Yeah. So there's this central theme of all these Greek names revolving around music.
Fascinating. He was the judge?
I don't know enough to say.
That's okay. TJ Klune knows a lot.
He knows a lot. He's very educated. Far more than me. So we find out that Linus takes Calliope, his cat, with him, and he had considered asking his neighbor, Mrs. Clapper, to take care of her in his absence, but, quote, the squirrel debacle had most likely soured any chance of Calliope making it through the month unharmed. So Calliope had been out and about in previous chapters, and I think she was like running amok in her garden chasing squirrels, and Mrs. Clapper was very upset about it. So that's how Calliope makes it to the island.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. This was the first thing that happened in the book where I'm like, what? That seems unbelievable. So Linus is given this file that has a profile on the 6 kids who are on the island and on Arthur, what's his name? Arthur Parnassus, who's the master of the island. And they said, hey, make sure you read these files before you get on the island. It'll be very helpful. And not only that, but when he lands on the island and gets a call from Miss Chapelwhite, when he calls her, she says, hey, make sure you read those files. It'll be really helpful. And then he sees the first one and he dies because it's the Antichrist. And he doesn't look at the other ones. And I'm like, I feel like I would definitely look at the other ones.
Yes. So I spoke to one of our other favorite listeners, Meg. Hi, Meg.
Hi, Meg.
And I told her we were doing this book, so she read it in a day.
Oh my gosh. Number
I
one
know.
fan.
Number one, number one fan. Anna, don't worry, you're still there too. It's a tear. And so Meg had the same kind of feedback where it seemed like a little unbelievable at times. To me, I could see if you're a very avoidant person, maybe,
I guess so.
but I would read it and then if I was really so scared that I passed out, I would go home.
But can you? You have to wait for the train.
I would wait for the train.
I
If
don't know.
I mean, but also you're like in a world where there's already magical creatures. Maybe I don't know. I could see it going either way, but you think it's unbelievable, which is interesting because I would consider yourself like more of the avoidant type.
I normally am. I mean, maybe more so it's because when as a reader they introduced the file, I was like, "Oh, I'm so excited to read what's in here." And so I wanted
Mhm.
to know the rest of them. I was like, "You wouldn't read the rest of them." This is so exciting. But if it were actually Linus, I guess yeah, it wouldn't be that exciting. It'd be pretty terrifying.
The other thing though is that like if that's the first one, you would think that they get worse.
I guess that's true.
Like it turns out that that's probably the scariest one. But
Right.
you would think that they would start slow and kind of build up instead
Right.
of starting at the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would just want to know what I'm walking into, maybe.
I definitely would.
Right?
And then
I
I would
think I
go
would.
home. I'd go home with my cat and I'd go find another job. But I would have found another job before I was there for 17 years and was given a pair of pajamas.
There's been a few
So,
mentions that we haven't said yet, but of people saying like, "Wow, you've been in this position a really long time. Why is that?"
yes.
He's like, "I like it."
Okay. Word. He, Linus, was about to start worrying that he had, in fact, missed his stop. Parentheses. Linus was nothing if not a consummate worrier.
Like when you're consumed by worrying, maybe
So
like it's
I
a big
think
part of you.
that, but I also think when they say like you consummate the marriage,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I don't know,
Totality.
I feel like is official or like, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. This is okay. Hmm.
Oh
The
no.
first definition is to make a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse. Okay. That's as a
Tell me not
verb.
that.
As an adjective, showing a high degree of skill and flair, complete or perfect.
Wow. That's one of those words when you're learning English, it's like you use it and it's just slightly in the wrong context, but it means something totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. That like, that would be a dangerous one. I would be like, I'm never
Yeah,
using that word.
I know. Beware of this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. So what does it mean?
Okay. It means showing a high degree of skill and flair, complete or perfect.
Oh, so I like thinking of it as a high degree of skill or flair about worrying.
Yes. I'm the best.
Did you see the way I worried over there?
Yeah.
I fainted dead on the platform.
Yeah. I worried myself into a tizzy.
I really like that.
So as Linus is getting on the train and he's leaving his old dreary life, and he sees the island, Marcias. I don't know how to say it, but that's how I'll say it. This is the line. It was as if the rain clouds had reached as far as they could. The gray darkness gave way to a bright and wonderful blue like Linus had never seen before. So you just imagine this train is like coming out of this dreary London feeling. And then it comes out and it's just the beautiful ocean and the bright sky. And he's just like, oh my gosh. And then the line comes into his mind, don't you wish you were here? And then Linus whispers, is that the ocean?
He
I thought that was
made
just
it.
really, yeah, I thought that was just really beautiful.
It is. It is really beautiful. And it's just fun that he like juxtaposes that with like he got off the island, read the file, and
And then passes out.
and it was worse than anything he could have imagined.
Okay, did you notice Lucifer or Lucy, his age?
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Yeah, 6 years, 6 months, 6 days at the time of this report.
Do you think he's always that age, like regardless?
I know, right? I was thinking that too. Or does he just like age in multiples of like sixes? Like it has to be maybe, I don't
Like
know,
his
like his
next
next
age will
one would be
be,
66 years.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. He'll just jump.
I'll just jump. You don't know with these people. They're magical. Anything could happen.
It's true. I really thought though that Linus and Lucy was going to be a Peanuts reference.
I didn't even think of
That's
that.
what you said in the last episode, I thought.
That's what I thought of the name of Linus, but I wasn't thinking of
Oh,
Linus and Lucy together.
right? That's where my brain went.
That's like a wow. Oh my God. This is like when you told me there's an arrow inside of the FedEx logo,
Oh my gosh.
and my brain like exploded. I was like, oh my God, you're right.
Well, it's because I missed all the Greek mythology references. So I only know Charlie Brown.
Yeah. So when Mrs. Chapel-White meets up with Linus at the train station, she's like, all right, like put your luggage in the back. She's like, there's, you know, like we can strap your cat to the roof if you'd like. And then the line, he was scandalized. She would be so angry. And then I just thought that was so funny. Thinking of this cat just being like, she would be so angry. Like, how could you do that? And as a cat lover, I guess maybe I found it like extra funny.
I thought her response was funny. Miss Chapel-White shrugged. I'm sure she'd get over it.
I'm not tying her to the hood of the car. I wonder if Merle is no, Merle's not one. Merle is a genetic pattern in a dog's coat. Okay, I don't know if that's related.
What is this? What word is it?
Merle,
Oh,
Merle,
the
the
ferryman.
ferryman.
It reminded
Mhm.
me of Merlin because I was pronouncing it Merle or something.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that has a. Yes, that's a ferry guy who totes them from the island to the mainland. And
Mm-hmm.
none of the mainlanders like anyone who's associated with the island, but because
Mm-mm.
what's her face? Miss Chapel White is like so powerful. And we learn later
Mm-hmm.
she's been on the island forever. They don't mess with
Mm-hmm.
her.
Yeah. So as Mrs. Chapel-White is driving Linus around to get to the orphanage, she's like speeding and taking these really tight turns that I'm imagining like a cartoon where like his hat's falling off and he's grabbing it and
Yeah.
like keeping it back on his head.
I was thinking Cruella
And
DeVille.
oh
You know that scene from the cartoon?
And so he asks her to slow down, and she says, you're wound up awfully tight. He bristled. Wanting to live is not being wound up. Then she says, your tie is crooked. It is? Thank you. I hate it when you look disheveled. And he's like, that's not funny because it wasn't crooked. Then there was something sad. Mrs. Chapel-White says, you don't look like I expected. He, Linus, didn't know what to do with that. He'd never really been seen before.
Oh,
Because like you said, he's just like the paint dries.
yeah. It's paint on the wall. No one notices.
Yeah, poor baby.
Oh, Linus.
Mm-hmm. Um, so Linus sniffs out that Mrs. Chapel-White is actually a island sprite.
Oh, right.
And we find out that Linus, in his 17 years, he knows a lot about different magical creatures and like the signs and whatnot.
He's very good at his job.
Yeah. And what we find out with a lot of the magical creatures at this school, including Mrs. Chapel-White, is that there's not a lot of them left. There's a lot of fear from non-magical people, and there's a lot of misunderstandings about them. So some of them were hunted, some of them were just killed, turned into like circus freaks, things like that. And so Mrs. Chapel-White is not registered with Dicoma, I guess would be it, because she's an adult. And then she's like, yeah, I've been around for like 1,000 million years. I don't need to be registered with your stupid like papers.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to get registered because then they have to do like checkups on her and stuff. And so you're also seeing some of the dark, seedy part of this regulation where they say it's about helping people and keeping people safe, but they also want to register you even if you're not doing anything. You're just being normal, living by yourself, you know?
Right. Just kind of like anyone who's other is to be feared. Needs to be like kept an eye on.
Oh, this is where we find out that he had planned to visit the ocean, and he rented a car years ago.
Oh.
But then he was called into work at the last minute and ended up returning the car only an hour after he took it out.
Oh,
I know.
He has a tragic life.
That's all I had for chapter 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it too. Yeah, so it ends with Linus getting off the ferry. Oh wait. Yeah. He's driving off the ferry boat into her car because she disappeared and left him to drive the rest of the way on his own.
Yep.
All right, chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Take it away, baby.
All righty. Okay, so in this chapter we meet all the kids. So we meet Sal, who's a shapeshifter. Chauncy is goo and wants to be a bellhop. There's Theodore, who's a Wern. Is that how you say that?
I think so. A Wern. WVY. What is it?
I think it's WYVERN. Wyvern? Wyvern?
Wervern, maybe. Doing pronunciation. All right, here we go. Wyvern.
Wyvern. Wow.
Wyvern.
There you go. I never heard of that before.
Thank God for Google, because I would have never said that. Okay. A wyvern.
Wyvern. Okay, so we meet Theodore, who's a wyvern, which is kind of like a tiny dragon almost, right?
Do you know what the difference is between a wyvern and a dragon?
No. What is it?
I looked it up.
Oh, what is it?
Well, a wyvern. So I know the word from a lot of video games. They pop up a lot. So a wyvern, I looked it up, is... Okay, so wyverns are usually in medieval folktales, and they're like a dragon, but a dragon has 4 feet, 2 front, 2 back, and then the wings on top.
Oh.
A wyvern has 2 feet and then wings. So it's like a bird.
Bat.
Or bat. It's like a bat. Yeah, exactly. Like a bat.
Okay. Yeah, he's a little bat dragon. And he's really tiny.
He's, like not even 2 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that insight.
Okay, so now I've lost track. We have the Antichrist, Lucy. We have Sal.
Shapeshifter.
We have Chauncy.
Who's goo and wants to be a bellhop.
Bellhop. We have Theodore, who's the wyvern. Okay.
Now we have Fee, who's a forest sprite.
Okay.
And we have Talia, who is a gnome with a beard.
Yes.
I think that's all we meet in this chapter. How many is that? 1, 2. Oh, that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So first he meets Talia, who we found out she's the muse of comedy, which makes a lot of sense because she likes to play a lot of pranks on him. And she likes
Yes.
to make jokes about burying him and knocking him over the head with her spade. And
Yes.
if he comes any closer to her garden.
Yes. So while Linus is walking around with Talia, and she's just kind of like giving him the lay of her garden or whatnot, Lucy starts. So Talia is talking about Calliope, and he says, "We don't get trespassers here unless I saw a cat. Did you bring it as a gift for the house? Lucy will be excited about that. And maybe when he's done with it, he'll let me use what's left. It's not the same as a human, but I'm sure it'll work." And Linus says, "She's not an offering," Linus said aghast. "She's a pet. Oh, darn. Her name is Calliope." I just thought that was funny. He's just so appalled at this little gnome.
He would just be so easy for kids to play jokes on.
Yeah. So as soon as Linus gets to the house, Calliope runs off to go do her thing. And so he and Talia are looking for her. And he says, "Now, if I were a cat, where would I be?" Or that's what Talia says. And then Linus says, "I don't know." Talia rolls her eyes. "Of course you don't. Cats are cunning and mysterious. That doesn't seem like something you'd understand."
Oh my gosh. Talia's so snappy.
She is.
Okay, well, something comes up when we first meet Talia where I think I'm putting the pieces together because Talia grinned at him, her teeth large and square. She's Mr. Handsome's daughter.
Oh, because Mr. Handsome, he had large square teeth.
I think so. I think he did. That's what
Oh.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh. That's pretty good. So while they're looking around for Calliope, Talia, and Linus, Theodore, the how do you say it? Wyvern?
Wyvern.
Wyvern. The wyvern shows up and he starts like talking, and he talks in wyvern language and only Talia can understand. And Talia says, he, Theodore, is asking you for a coin, as if it was obvious. Linus, a coin? For his hoard, Talia said, as if he were daft. He'll help you, but you have to pay him.
So,
And
oh yeah, you go.
Oh, no, go for it.
I was gonna say, so background to this, Talia is saying that like, oh, Theodore's here, he'll know how to find her, and so she's like, if you want to find Calliope, you gotta pay him.
Mm-hmm. So then Linus reaches into his pocket and he finds a button. And this is what I find interesting. It was small, made of brass, and for the life of him, Linus couldn't remember where it came from. And then he gives it to Theodore, and Theodore just loves the button. But I don't know how that's relevant, how it just popped up in his pocket like that. It feels
Like,
important.
oh, like you think the button came from somewhere?
I don't know. It just
I don't
feels
know.
important for a button to mysteriously pop up in your pocket like that.
Oh, like someone put it there, or like it came from somewhere that's important.
I have no
Well, you've
idea.
read it before.
I know I have, and I don't even know what it is. I think it's never mentioned again, but it feels important.
I don't know. I mean, he's always in tip-top shape in his work clothes, so he doesn't get any demerits. So it doesn't seem likely that he'd have just a loose button around. But I don't know.
Well,
I think it could come.
my inner curiosity must have been piqued when I was reading it because I also highlighted Linus was talking to Talia, and or Talia was talking to Linus, and she says, "Why do you have buttons in your pocket? That's not where they go." She's like, "Do you know that?" And then he's like, I know where buttons he's go, and he's just like all frazzled. But they mentioned the button again, and I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. I really didn't think about it, but I mean, it does come up a lot. So I guess, I mean, I feel like it would be important.
Right?
Button? I don't know. We'll need to simmer on that one.
Yeah.
Unless, do you think one of the extremely upper management somehow planted a button
Could be.
so that he'd be prepared? Or Sprite Lady did?
I could see that.
That could make more sense.
I could see Mrs. Chapel-White
Yeah,
doing that.
that could be a good conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, so Linus gives Theodore this nice shiny button as
Payment.
payment so that he'll help him find Calliope, and then he flies away. And Linus goes, "Where is he going?" And she said, "To put it with his horde."
These kids are running circles around him. He's been here for 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh, poor Linus.
So then Theodore flies away, and then Fee shows up. And Fee is a forest sprite.
She's a
and
dirty
so then
girl.
she's very dirty. But Linus like reminisces about the last time he saw a sprite, and he had seen a young lake sprite who had felt threatened by a group of people on a boat, and then the water had risen almost 6 feet. What remained of the boat had floated on the choppy surface in pieces. And so this is what I highlighted. He didn't know what had happened to that sprite after he filed his report. That information was above his pay grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely is a theme that comes up here of like, you can still be complicit in something, even if it's not technically your role to figure it out. It's like, you still have a responsibility on some level to know, like, what is it you're actually doing?
Right. You're seeing that he's choosing to be ignorant.
Yeah.
About what he does. This felt important too. I can't remember who said this, but Talia. Talia is talking about Mrs. Chapel-White. She says that she's distantly related to a fairy king named Dimitri. And I was like, is that another mythology reference?
Probably. I don't know. Well, are forest sprites mythology? Oh, I guess they are.
I don't know.
I don't really know.
Well, I feel like we went from Greek mythology to now maybe we're going to medieval mythology with the wyvern.
Oh.
Because the wyvern is medieval.
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
And now we're talking about like fairy kings and stuff, and that's kind of more medieval.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, gnomes aren't Greek mythology, right?
I don't know. That gnomes are European folklore. Dwarvish, subterranean goblin, or earth spirit who guard mines of precious treasures hidden in the earth.
I don't know.
Okay, but we got to pick it up, girl.
Okay, yeah.
No. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
No, that's okay. Well, I think gnomes came after Greek mythology. So yeah. I think this is a mix of people from all over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we meet Fee. Anything with Fee?
Not really. It's just that she's dirty.
Yeah, she's dirty. Then we meet oh no, what's his name? Oh, Sal. We meet Sal, who is really timid. He's a big kid, but he's really shy and is scared of meeting Linus. So he shapeshifts into a Pomeranian. And that's his little character he turns into.
Yes. And he got scared because Linus was there. And Talia says, he doesn't like strangers or loudness. And here you are being both. And then we meet Chauncy, and he had already attended to his luggage. And he placed it in his room. And you had this barbaric cage. I assume it's for your cat. Your cat's now sleeping on your pillow. And then he holds out one of his tentacles, and Chauncey's like flipping the tip of his tentacle toward him twice. You have to pay him, Talia hissed.
Oh my gosh.
And then when he gets paid, Chauncey says, I did it. I'm a bellhop.
Oh my gosh. I think Chauncey's my favorite.
I think Chauncey's my favorite too.
So he's met everybody except, of course, Lucy. But
Mm-hmm.
as luck would have it, before Linus could even respond to Chauncey's new position as a bellhop, it says that a chilling voice rang out, sounding as if it were coming from everywhere. I am evil incarnate, the dastardly voice said. I'm the blight upon the skins of the world. I'll bring it to its knees. Prepare for the end of days. Your time has come, and the rivers will run with blood of the innocents. Talia goes, ah, such a drama queen. I think Lucy
Perfect.
actually might be my favorite. He's so funny.
Lucy is very funny. They're all very charming in their own way.
They are. I mean, okay, so as much as I would have read the files if I were Linus on like the, ride over, I really liked this literary device of like we're just meeting them instead of us meeting them through the files. That worked out a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder if maybe the first draft he read the files and then he was like, this is too dry.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Okay, I have my summaries written down again, so that's great.
Oh, good.
All right, so Linus meets Lucy for the first time. Again, sounds like Charlie Brown. And Lucy makes normal kid jokes like, I'm going to cast your soul into hell. Right when Linus is worried something is going to happen, Mr. Parnassus appears and says, that's enough, Lucy. Lucy immediately calms down and then goes to help with dinner. Linus and Arthur have their first conversation, and subtle sparks are flying from Linus. Linus goes Linus goes to his room, sees how beautifully Chauncey has bellhopped, and then he goes to dinner. They have quite the wild dinner conversation where the kids ask all sorts of intrusive questions about his life, like kids normally do, ending with the shyest one asking if he's there to take their home away.
Oh. Sad. Okay, I have a word. We need to come up with the name for the words.
Ooh. Okay, I think we can do something with Klune. It sounds like clue. Got a Klune?
What does Klune mean?
That's his last name, TJ Klune.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, got a Klune. Okay, so got a Klune for, we're talking about Parnassus. His aquiline nose had a bump in the center, as if it had been broken once long ago and never set it straight. Aquiline.
I'm guessing it means it has like a curve. Like it's straight, but it has one curve.
Aquiline, of a person's nose, hooked or curved like an eagle's beak.
What? It's specifically for a nose? Who knows these words?
Yes.
That's such
Isn't
a
that
like
so
niche
good?
vocab set. Aquiline. So it's just for a nose?
He could have just said his aquiline nose, but TJ knew we wouldn't know. So then he put in all of these other like context clues. Nose had a bump in the center as if it was broken.
That was helpful.
Yeah.
I needed that.
All right. That's the only one I had in this
That's
chapter.
the only one. All right. I'll keep an eye out from now on.
Yeah. So when Linus sees Mr. Parnassus, he's like flabbergasted because he's just like, wow, Mr. Parnassus looks like even better than his photo.
Well, the photo was really blurry, I thought, right? I don't think it was a great photo to begin with.
Yeah, it was a blurry photograph. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there was like nothing on Mr. Parnassus's file.
Yeah. It says he was as fresh-faced as the young people who came into Daikami. How are we saying it? Daikami? Daikami?
I was saying Daikami, I think.
Daikami, with their shiny degrees and ideas about how things should be rather than how things actually were. And then I underline this. Idealism has no place in government work.
Oh, we see the word consummate again.
Oh, where?
The Linus Baker was nothing if not a consummate professional.
Oh, Well, whatever he does it 100% to perfection. And I would say that's very correct.
A consummate professional.
Yes. So Linus and Mr. Parnassus are having like their back and forth. Mr. Parnassus is trying to tell Linus, I hope you have an open mind and everything will be good. And then Linus is like, the fact that the children are running amok with no supervision isn't the best start to his grading of the orphanage.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Parnassus and Lucy were just having their like one-on-one meeting that they have every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I don't know
weird.
anytime I hear an adult man and a young boy having private meetings in his bedroom, I don't love it.
Yeah,
I don't love
it
it.
definitely sounds a little weird.
I don't love it.
I am a little surprised that's in here.
I'm like, TJ, you okay?
That's what you meant?
Yeah, are you sure about this? Now
right.
Linus is in his room and everything looks great. Okay, now we're at dinner.
Yeah, I mean, are there just any other things
that
that
the chapter?
Yeah, we've already summarized the chapter. So are there any other things that any lines or anything?
I think is this where Lucy is singing and cooking dinner?
Yeah, we see Lucy, helping out with dinner. He's helping Miss Chapel, right? I think, right? Yeah, and they're listening to music together, and Lucy's like dancing.
Yeah, and I thought that was really nice because it's like Linus is seeing the children as they are, as children, and not seeing them as their profiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like how Arthur treats all the kids like just like normal kids. Like they have chores to do. He sends Lucy off to like help with dinner. It's just like all a very normal thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Oh,
okay.
there was a line actually that I had missed from earlier.
Okay.
And it's let's see. Oh no. I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it's oh yeah. It's Arthur talking to Linus, and he says, it would be best if you put your preconceived notions behind you, Mr. Baker. Your visit will be much more enjoyable if you do. And that's exactly what happened in Elantris. He said, you need everything you think you know, it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's different here.
Yes.
So go listen to episodes 1 through 30.
Yes. That's it. Yep. And then Mr. Parnassus says that his job is to keep the children safe.
Yes. Also, yeah, so his job is to keep the children safe. And then while the kids are like interrogating Linus at the end, Sal asks if he's going to take his home away or their home away. And let's see. No, that's not what I wanted to point out. Basically, what I want to point out was during dinner, someone mentions that home is where you get to feel like yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really sweet.
It is sweet. And so like they have this nice little home here. And it does seem like a very cozy home. Like they're all eating dinner together.
Mm-hmm.
Just all very nice.
Okay. Well, the next 2 chapters, I think we can get through them really fast because I didn't read it.
Okay. So you haven't read 7 or 8?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I wrote summaries for those, so maybe it'll jog your memory.
Yep. Let's do it.
Perfect. All right. So chapter 7. Linus goes to talk with Arthur, and the tables turn when Arthur is interrogating him. Are we calling him Arthur or Parnassus?
I think Arthur.
Okay.
We're on a first name basis now.
Well, Linus doesn't want to be, though. He wants to be Mr. Baker.
Well, you're already Mrs. Baker. So
we have a lot of bakers around here.
Yes.
Very common name. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Arthur and Linus are talking. Arthur's goal is to help Linus undo his biases and see the children as they really are and to care for them, and also to see Linus's place in the unjust system that harms the children. And Linus says he's just there to do his job.
Yep.
Yeah. So they have a good conversation about all the kids here.
Yeah. TJ saw my concern about why is Lucy having private lessons in the bedroom.
Oh, gosh.
And he goes into a lot of detail about it.
What do you mean?
Just he's like, Linus's eyes narrowed. You share a room with a small boy. Nothing untoward, I assure you. There was a large walk-in closet, and I had it converted into a room for Lucy when he came to stay with us. And he's saying, like, it's better if he's near me and this and that. And like if he gets night terrors and stuff, he's like, I'm there quickly to help him out. And
Yeah.
then he's just like, he doesn't like being far away from me. And he's like, I'm trying to teach him independence and that he's a work in progress.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It still does feel a little weird. Maybe it's just because we read Lemony Snicket.
Yep. Well, Linus thinks it's weird too.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is weird.
That's a good point. Yeah, that one was a curious one for me. Not sure why it's in here.
I don't know why it's relevant. Maybe it's still like the things aren't as they seem.
Maybe. Or he's just needing to show that like Lucy, who's the one that Linus is most scared of, like he's a work in progress and like this is what it looks like to work with someone, like you're there for them.
Mm-hmm. And also maybe like Lucy, even though he's like the Antichrist, he's more than that. He's just like a scared kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who needs a dad that's not the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was okay. So there's a good line in the beginning where they're talking about Lucy, and Arthur says he was called a monster, and he thought that was who he was supposed to be, that it was his job. Oh, wait, no, they're not talking about Lucy. They're talking about
Sal.
I don't think Sal, Chauncey, because Chauncey will scare people.
Oh, Chauncy.
Yeah. So Chauncey will sometimes like he used to go under people's beds and scare them. And Arthur says, Chauncey was called a monster, and he thought that was who he was supposed to be, that it was his job to scare people because it had been ingrained in his head that that was all he was capable of. It wasn't until he came here that he realized he could be something more. Oh, which again reminded me of Elantris, people finding their purpose, helping people find their true identity, dignity, and purpose.
It kind of sounds like someone who is a bully. Like,
yeah.
They think that all they can be is like a bully.
Yeah. Yeah. That is sad when you think about like kids just kind of naturally categorize things, and you hear kids say like, oh, those are the good kids, like those are the bad kids. And you kind of get labeled as like, oh, I'm a bad kid.
Right. And then it's like all you do. Right. Or like, I'm not a good student.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Anything else in here?
There was a part during their conversation where, let's see, Arthur's asking Linus a bunch of questions, and eventually Arthur goes, "Aren't you curious?" Linus says, "I can't be curious." "Why is that?" "It does me no good. Facts, Mr. Parnassus. I deal in facts. Curiosities lead to flights of fancy, and I can't afford to be distracted." And I thought that was interesting. It reminded me of Hard Times by Charles Dickens, which I only read part of it. But it's set during
Dickens is boring.
Well, it's a really good story. Like I want to read it, but yeah, I haven't read it all the way through. But anyways, I was supposed to read it for a class, which is why I know all about it.
Oh, okay.
But it's set during the Industrial Revolution, and the book opens with them in school, and they're asked to like define what a horse is or something, and a girl's like, "Oh, it has like a beautiful mane and you can ride it and it's so fun." And they're like, "No, it is a mammal with 4 legs and blah 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 blah." And the whole idea is that they're all facts and no fancy. And it's kind of like the Industrial Revolution's happening, and now like everyone is kind of becoming like machine-like. And I just thought that was interesting. So we see that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like the next line too, where it says, "I can't imagine a life lived in such a way," Mr. Parnassus said quietly. It sounds like no life lived at all.
Oh. Linus.
What would you do if someone said that to you?
Oh my
You describe
gosh.
them, your life, and you're like, it sounds like you never lived at all.
I feel like I'm out of here. I'm here to do you a service.
Yeah, I'm giving you an F.
Yeah. Easy. Job's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I'm done here.
Oh my goodness. And then he goes, I meant no offense, because Linus gets a little ruffled at that. Like,
Oh
what?
my God.
Arthur. Okay. I had a question where it
Mhm.
seemed like there's a line that says, Mr. Parnassus nodded as if he could read Linus's thoughts. Is he actually magical? And can he actually read minds? That
It's a
was
good
a thought
thought.
I had. I
It's a
don't
good one.
know.
It's a good one.
I don't know. Chapter
Is that
8.
it? Chapter 8. Okay.
Okay, chapter 8. So we read Linus's first report of the island, and it is full of his complaints to extremely upper management about how ill-prepared the files were. Then Zoe
Yes.
Chapelwhite appears and wants to show him something. Here's your big point. So after a long hike in the woods, which makes Linus wish Lucy were there to smite him, they land on the beach, and Zoe Chapelwhite shows him a raft that has been sent over from the mainland with a note that says, "Leave. We don't want your kind here." Linus seems
Mhm.
very upset at this note, even though he also has had prejudiced comments about them recently. But anyways, and he comes up with the idea. And he comes up with the idea to send the note back with a reply that says, "No, thank you." He feels stronger and more real than he has before.
Yes. Well, and I think that's a good point is that you can't control your thoughts, but you can control your actions and you can control what you do.
Yeah, that's true. That is a good point.
And even though Linus has these same thoughts as these people, he's doing his best to treat them as they are, as children.
Right. He is. He really is doing a good job.
But yeah, I think
He's
he could definitely empathize with the town being
I
like, yeah,
know.
these people are crazy.
He's like, I also don't want to live here.
Yes. It looks like all the children are very nervous about Linus writing about them in the reports.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be like a lot of anxieties around what's going to happen. And this is similar that happened in chapter 1.
Right. Yeah.
So
We learn later that some of the kids have kind of been through this a few times, like they've been to different orphanages. And so I wonder if that's just kind of the thing, like word gets around of like sometimes a person from the government will come in their fancy clothes and then we get shut down and then we have to go like live in the dump or whatever.
Well, this one time I applied for disability insurance.
Okay.
And not like because I had a disability, but to insure me in case I get a disability.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the adjuster who, they have to, not the adjuster, like I don't know, the person, they have to give you a survey to make sure that you're qualified for the disability insurance. And the person was like, it's like, how's your day going? Like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, work's been tough. Da, da, da. He's like, are you stressed out? Like, it sounds like your work's pretty stressful. I was like, yeah, it's really stressful. And I was like talking about like my job and how much I didn't like it and this and that. And then he's like, okay. He's like, well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you feel better. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then like 2 weeks later, the insurance company says that I need to go to therapy to get a psychiatrist to get like a stamp of approval that I'm in like
No way.
I'm mentally fit enough to like get this insurance. And then I was like, forget it. I was like, he tricked me by being friendly.
Never should have told you my secrets.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know I was being tested. And Andrew's like, why did you think you were talking to him? To just tell him about your day? And I was like, yeah.
He was so kind and inviting.
Yeah, I thought we were just chit-chatting.
Oh,
Two girlfriends.
That happened to me in college when I had a one-on-one with my boss. Maybe we'll cut this part out. I don't know. But she was asking me how my day was. And I was like, I was really stressed. I was like, I'm feeling stressed. And I was working on being more open with people because I'm not historically good at that. They said, I'll let her know. I said, I feel really stressed and kind of overwhelmed. She's like, oh, what's going on? Then I told her all the things. And it turns out I actually had an illegal job, which I didn't realize was illegal. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have told her during our meeting. But I mentioned that I was tutoring for the tutoring center. And she said, what? She said, Chrissy, that's illegal. People have gotten fired for that. I said, what? And she's like, this isn't fair to the university. Like, this is a really big issue. And then at the end, she was like, how do you feel now? I was like so much worse. Terrible. It really was a big stressor for the next few weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was great in a lot of ways, but there were some things where people were a little scared of her.
Oh my God. Wow. Did you never open up again?
Nope. That was the last time.
You were like about to bloom as a flower, and then you closed up. Oh my God, that's a great story. I love it.
Went back into the ground.
Right back. You're like, I'm gonna become a seed again. Never mind. It is better in the dirt. Okay. Do you think we have time to get to 9, or should we just be done?
Maybe we can be done. But although I don't want to spend like forever on the book.
Yeah.
You know. Although I have some lines from this chapter.
Oh,
we talked about it.
We can't do both. Okay, we can talk about the lines and be done, or we can just do a chapter summary and talk about the book and be done.
Well, I didn't actually write a summary for the next chapter. I don't even have notes, so I don't really know what happened.
Then you should have just said we're not going to do 9.
Well, that's what I said. I said I don't think we have time.
But you said you don't want to go forever. Me implying that you did want to go through 9. Like you don't want the pod,
well,
you know.
Well, okay. I just think maybe future episodes we do larger chunks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was unclear.
Okay.
You ready for my lines?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So in his report, so Linus is complaining about how he's been so ill-equipped for this job. And he goes, this brings me to Mr. Parnassus. His file consisted of a single page that told me nothing about him. This certainly will not do. I know that I can always ask him to tell me about himself, but I'd prefer to read about him instead of engaging in conversation. I'm here to observe and report. The fact that I must become a conversationalist in addition to my current duties is vexing. That last line I thought was so funny.
Did you resonate with it?
Tattoo. What?
Did you resonate with that?
The fact I must be a conversationalist in addition to is vexing.
I love it.
Okay, also, were you surprised that he mentioned Zoe Chapelwhite in his report? He didn't keep her secret?
I think he just said she's a caretaker. And I think they know that Zoe might be on the island. I'm thinking.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know.
He writes in her report, this suggests that either Daikini wasn't aware of her or didn't feel the need to make me aware of her existence.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean,
it's pretty bad.
I know.
That's pretty bad.
Right?
It's pretty bad.
But
well, and I think that goes to Linus, like you're saying, where it's like he's being willfully ignorant, but that doesn't take away from his complicity in, because like what happens if they go and they see her? They'll know right away. She's a sprite.
Well, I mean, I think he's just thinking this is my job, is I need to report everything. And so he's not even worrying about.
Yeah. Well, exactly. He's being ignorant, but that doesn't take away from if something happens to Zoe, it's his fault.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised by that, especially in his first letter. Like he didn't even, I don't know. I would have run it by someone like, hey, what do you think about this? But that's not how he rolls. So,
well, it kind of sounds like there's a tug and pull, because in the previous chapter, he broke a little bit of protocol with writing the message or whatever. I remember seeing a line there where Zoe's like, well, what would your rules and regulations say about this? And he's like,
Yeah.
well, and he's kind of going a little, he's like putting his toe out of line.
Yeah.
But in this one, he flips right back to being by the book.
Well, so actually that part happens at the end of this chapter. So his report is at the very beginning, and then him writing that letter at
Okay.
the end. So like, and that still kind of fits.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely see some growth there. Where he's like, maybe it isn't all black and white.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's a good line, and then I had one last thing, and those are all my notes. But the line says, the things we fear the most are the things we should fear the least. It's what makes us human. And I thought that was interesting. I think he was talking to a kid. What?
That sounds not real. Well, unless you have anxiety, then it is very true. Because the things you fear the most might be an email.
I do fear those the most sometimes.
And you really should fear those the least out of everything. So maybe, okay, I'm convinced. I'm back on it. TJ, I'm back. I'm with you. I see what you're saying.
We're back. Okay, no, I remember I found the context. It's to Sal, who's scared of him.
Oh,
I know. And so I thought it was sweet because he's putting himself in the same category as the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's saying like, yeah, I'm scared of things too. And sometimes it's the things we are the most afraid of that we should be the least afraid of.
Yeah, but Sal should be very scared of Linus. He literally just outed Mrs. Chapelbite.
I
in like an express mail to seriously upper management. So
although actually I don't think his report has been sent yet. I think he's drafting it.
Okay, he's just drafting it.
So I mean, I don't know. You know what happens. I don't know what happens.
I don't know.
Yeah. Although he also put Sal in the same category as human. He said it's what makes us human.
Well, and I think that's one thing to give Linus credit. He's always like, these are children.
Yeah.
These are like his definition of human is, I would say, sentience.
Yeah.
Perhaps, he has a broader definition than perhaps the island people.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was sweet.
Okay. So thoughts on the book overall?
Wait, I have my one last note.
Oh, okay.
All right. My last note is, so Zoe Chapelwhite takes him on this whole adventure to go show him the note, and she hasn't told anyone else about this, so he's the only one who knows. And she just thought it was important that he knows like the truth of what their situation is. I can't find the line. Well, so he's talking about how the villagers don't want them there, but the government's paying the villagers to be silent about it. But even still, the villagers don't want them there. It reminded me of the acronym NIMBY. Have you heard of that?
No.
It stands for Not in My Backyard. Yeah. So it's like, you're like, yeah, we should care for people, but it's like, but not in my backyard. You know? It reminded me of that with the island. They're like, maybe we should care for these people, but not here.
But not here.
Yeah. Which is a tough place to be, because sometimes you are like, I do feel less safe for whatever reason, if that organization or whatever is in my backyard. So it's a weird line to be on.
I mean, listen, if the NRA had their headquarters behind my house, but I wouldn't want the NRA to go anywhere else. I would just want them to go away, perhaps.
Not be.
I would like them to disband. Try to think. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, if there was a homeless shelter behind my house, I wouldn't love it.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I kind of agree, but I'm also like, oh, I feel bad for agreeing. But also, it's like, I don't know.
It's hard, and it's hard. I listened to this podcast, and it was something, I think it was like Dear White Parents or something it was called, and it was this editorial like expose, and they did all this research on segregation back in the 60s. And these New York parents, all these white affluent New York parents, wrote these letters to the government being like, we need to have integration and it's so important, and like our kids need to experience this, and da, 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 da. And so then they passed all this legislation like mixing the Black neighborhoods with the white neighborhoods, and they were busing. And so, but instead of making the white kids go to the Black side of town, they bussed in all of the Black kids and brought them to the white side of town. But then the parents, and they tracked down the parents who wrote the letters. Almost every single one of those parents moved to the suburbs.
Oh my gosh.
And then you have all of these Black kids who are getting bussed in. They have to travel an hour more to go to school. And then they're in like this area and they don't feel comfortable. And nobody wants them there. And like, you know, and it was just this horrible thing. And it was like, and they asked the parents, like, why did you write this letter and then not bring your kids there? And they were like, the schools that had integration weren't, you know, they weren't getting funded, and they weren't doing this. And they're like, I couldn't sacrifice my kid's future just because I had this ideal.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Fascinating.
I know. It's a very interesting podcast. I'll put it in the show notes. But the other theme is everything they say is see something, say something.
Oh, yeah.
Which feels, yeah, which I think, is that like, that feels like Nazi Germany.
I was thinking, I see it all the time at the airports with like human trafficking.
Whoa, I definitely see that. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think TJ is trying to make that connection, but
I know, but that's,
I mean, maybe he is.
I mean, that feels like the most, or like just whenever you see anything suspicious, like I feel like I see that in the grocery store too, of like,
yeah,
you know, and not necessarily human trafficking, maybe like violence or something, or suspicious loitering, or I don't know.
Okay, see something, say something. That is Homeland Security slogan. Wow.
Really?
Yep. You go to
No
homelandsecurity.gov. It says, if you see something, say something, and it has a little R next to it.
What?
It's a national campaign that raises public awareness of the signs of terrorism, terrorism-related crime, and how to report suspicious activity to state and local law enforcement.
Wow. Well, okay. I don't know if that's their slogan, but it's a national campaign. So I don't think it's like they maybe started the campaign.
All right. But it's like it's on their banner. See something, say something.
Interesting.
For terrorism. That's a very broad term.
Yeah. It's interesting to see it in my local grocery store.
Yeah. Yeah. You see someone at the egg line doing something you don't like, say something.
Stealing that candy bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like that fits for the book, though. Like putting these children on level of terrorism. I think that is the idea he's getting towards.
Yeah. Maybe that's, that makes sense.
Oh, it says, so in this Washington Post article from 2016, if you see something, say something, has become the unofficial slogan of post 9/11 America. So I could see that being similar idea of like, now there's a lot of like profiling and like, if you look a certain way, you're more suspicious after 9/11. And I could see that maybe there is a magical event that happened in the book, and now people are more suspicious of magical creatures.
I will say on this see something, say something website, I'm going to share my screen. Oh, it disabled. I can't share it to you. But the first person on their Rolodex of pictures is a brown person.
Oh, you can share your screen now.
And I find that an interesting choice.
How many people do they have on the thing?
One person.
Oh, there's only one? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't a good choice.
It's a brown person. So it's very clear what they want us to say something about, I guess. Okay.
Oh, no, I think he's the one who's calling.
I guess
he's
is
the
calling.
one who's speaking up. Oh, that's how I thought it was. I don't know.
You're probably right. I guess that's better than a white person doing it.
Yeah.
I guess if you're going to have anyone calling, I guess that is just don't have anyone call. Just have icons like the other slides.
Yeah, but it makes it more personal when it's a person. Like, oh, I could be on the bus and I could see something. Then I could say something.
I could see terrorism on the bus. I mean, it's true. All right, girly girl.
It was interesting. Okay, this was
Gotta
fun.
eat dinner. Yeah, this was fun. Oh, what are you thinking about the book?
We're still not done.
I know.
I think it's fun. I like how it's such a whimsical, magical world. I really like the writing style. Yeah, I'm excited to
How
see
many
what happens
bookies
next.
would you give so far?
It's like 4.5. I really enjoy it.
4.5. That's pretty good.
It's a good book. Although I feel like my prediction for what's going to happen, he's going to fall in love with everyone on the island, including Mr. Arthur. And he's going to like make a lie. He's going to like cover up for them to the upper authorities. And everything's going to be great. I'm sure more twists have to come. I hope there are more twists.
Sometimes
right now.
it's more about the journey than the destination.
Are you saying that's exactly what happens?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying sometimes it's about the journey. That's what I say whenever I spoil something for someone, and I'm like, you know what? It's about the journey, not the destination. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Well, that's good.
Right.
All right. Well, I got to make dinner.
Okay. Go do that.
I love you.
I
Bye.
love you too. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Bookalicious. If you like this discussion, please rate or subscribe to our channel to help other book lovers find this content as well. If you have any questions or suggestions for future books, we'd love to hear from you at bookalicious.pod@gmail.com. As always, thanks for joining our club.